Oh boy. It is 9 degrees out, and it's apparently feels like negative 12. I love this. What's good, gamers? BloodOff941 here, back with another Destiny 2 weapon review video. In this one, we're going to be going over the Red Tape Scout Rifle. But before we do that, if y'all could click like and hit subscribe as well, that'd be really cool. I put out a video at least once a week on Fridays at noon Eastern time, and I'd appreciate if y'all would stick around and see where we go. So thank you very much. Alright, so the Red Tape is a 200 RPM lightweight scout rifle in the kinetic slot that does stasis damage. It's from the Kel's Fall set of weapons, recently issued with the exotic mission. Just engage with the tonic system till you get the proper one unlocked, or play Revenant activities, and you'll eventually get one for yourself. Now, it's a scout rifle, so it's not the most exciting pick, but it's not as bad as it might seem from the outside. I'm going to be throwing it up against Tarnished Metal, Patron of Lost Causes, and Terashipos? It's a Greek word. I can look that up real quick, actually. Hang on. Taraxipos. A presence variously identified as a ghost or dangerous sight blamed for frightening horses at hippodromes throughout Greece. Oh, it's just a fucking, it's a spooky ghost scaring horses. Alright, whatever, that's not what this video's about. Metal is a craftable weapon from Season of Plunder. Patron is a reissued Echoes weapon from Saints Arsenal. I think that gives a good explanation where to find it. And Taraxipos comes from Guardian Games, meaning it is not currently available until the event comes back around. Like with the rest of the weapons this season, Red Tape's got mediocre at best stats. Nothing it has hits at the top of the list, and it has the worst reload speed of those four. Same as every weapon that I don't know where to start on the specifics with, I'm going to talk about the aesthetics first. I actually really enjoy the way that the most scout rifles look as of late, and Red Tape is no exception. It's very sleek, and it's just jagged enough to fit the seasonal vibes. It also takes shaders exceptionally well. The firing sound is a nice metallic ping that eventually got a bit grating to listen to, but that was probably from the association my brain has with that noise and the bullshit that I had to deal with in Eruption last week. See last video if you want to hear me mauled over that. The sight is very clear and open with not a whole lot of peripheral vision. It's a hollow sight. It is what it is, right? Despite it being a scout rifle, making it best practice to sit in the back and watch a sightline, this actually does pretty well in mid-range engagements. Probably more due to the fact that it's a lightweight frame than anything else, but I found myself not feeling as outclassed as I expected in those closer quarters fights. Especially considering I've been running mine with Keep Away, which does not want you to fight near enemies. But speaking of, let's take a look at what else this thing can roll with. In column 3, you've got Rhyme Stealer, Closing Time, Keep Away, Lone Wolf, Attrition Orbs, Fourth Time's a Charm, and Demolitionist. Rhyme Stealer is more of a PvE perk, but with a crystal generating focus and Headstone in 4, you can pretty much have 100% uptime on Frost Armor, meaning it could be the engine your build uses to get off the ground. Not the worst thing in the world, just not best in the Crucible. Closing Time is okay, I guess. It's a good perk, but how often are you fighting near the bottom of your mag on a lightweight scout? Keep Away is cracked, and will never not be in use if you're playing at the correct distance with this gun. Lone Wolf brings your base aim assist up to 89 when at max power, and that's quite good. It's also not very hard to do, especially in 3s, since you can position yourself a ways off from objectives or choke points, and still be useful with scouts. No range boost kinda sucks, so I wouldn't use it over Keep Away, but it's still a decent pick. I wouldn't say you're throwing away that column, unlike Attrition Orbs, which does nothing in the Crucible. Do not use it. Fourth Time can actually be used since it takes 4 crits to get a kill without a damage boost, but returning ammo to the mag isn't all that important on primary weapons and doesn't help get you a kill unless the entire enemy team is lined up and AFK. If you find yourself in that situation often though, you can pair it with Focus Fury to make it easier on your trigger finger, but how often is that situation going to actually happen? Demolitionist is a great utility pick and pairs well with Adrenaline Junkie in 4, but the reload isn't something you'll need in PvP. If you're at 100 discipline and still think you need more ability energy, go for it, otherwise it can be ignored. Surprising literally nobody, Keep Away is far and away the best pick once more, minimal activation requirement, constant positive effects that every weapon with less than 90 base range will always welcome, and it isn't competing against the damage perk. Use it. In column 4, you got Headstone, High Impact Reserves, Focused Fury, One for All, Adrenaline Junkie, Rampage, and Explosive Payload. After trying out a few other roles, Headstone is my pick. The enhanced version gives an extra 5 stability, crit kills are easy and constant, and I like making awkward impromptu cover. Plus the current seasonal artifact is Hail the Storm, so if I happen to get a little poke damage off a shard hitting somebody, hell yeah. High Impact Reserves is so utterly useless in PvP that I didn't even mention that it synergizes with Closing Time. The numbers on this perk are ass. And to be honest, if they weren't ass, we'd have some very serious balance problems. Y'all remember OG Final Round back in Destiny 1? Yeah, that's why this perk sucks. If this perk was good, we would have Oh boy, it would suck. It would be a horrible, horrible time in the Crucible. Focus Fury does not activate fast enough to be useful. One for All works best with Explosive Payload, which is in the same column. So, yeah. If you somehow get it to work, it's the best damage perk available, but this is a scout rifle. If you're getting the opportunity to hit 3 different targets that quickly, chances are they're running from you, or you're getting gunned down by the firing squad, making it kind of hard to take advantage of. Adrenaline Junkie pairs with Demo in 3, and can be used with a Flux Grenade kill if you're looking for a clip to show on Twitter, since at max stacks, this lets you crit 3 times to the head. It's fine. Same with Rampage, just no handling buff, and with a stronger damage floor but weaker ceiling. Although it only takes 2 stacks to hit the 3 crit threshold as opposed to all 5, so, you know, make of that what you will. Explosive Payload I personally do not like. It's got its uses, and it isn't a net negative by any means. It can even help flinch the other scout rifle guy you're dealing with in the back of Vostok or wherever you're using this gun. I literally cannot point to any specific thing I dislike about Explosive Payload. I just know that when I use it, something feels off. It's 100% a personal problem. I am just bad. But this is a user review, subjectivity is implied. Rampage is your best pick in 6s, Explosive in 3s, Headstone if you're fucking weird like me. Ignore the origin trait, the ball it makes seems to have negative aim assist on it, and I've never seen it do anything for me with this gun anyway, so don't bother. Pairing is pretty simple, close range rapid firing is something. Anonymous Autumn, Heliocentric, Ichillos, Parabellum, Subjunctive, maybe you got a Shiny New Hero's Burden from Iron Banner. If you want something more exotic, Trespasser and Teraba work. Shotguns and fusions are also good options. Just stay away from pulses, snipers, and higher range auto rifles. A bit too much range overlap there to feel comfortable, and I've talked about it before, but having like a long-barreled weapon that I hold with 2 hands and swapping to another long-barreled weapon that I hold with 2 hands just feels a little weird. So, like I mentioned earlier, red tape's a little scrappy with other scouts I've used before, but it can also be used in the traditional safe, boring, back-of-the-map way, making it an exceptionally flexible weapon, something that I value very highly. But as far as reasons to pick this gun specifically, Red Tape and Taraxipos are the only 2 lightweights with access to Keep Away, but on the Guardian Game Scout, it competes against the damage perks. It's not the case here, it's in column 3 as opposed to 4. Yeah, this is just a lie. I lied to you. I don't know what I was thinking, but that is the exact opposite of the truth. Good job. But otherwise, there really isn't much going for it in PvP. It's not a bad weapon, and if you're looking for something good enough to fight, this checks all the necessary boxes. But it's no unique tool like Round Robin, since every Stasis Scout can get Headstone. Even Wicked Implement, the exotic one. Literally every single Stasis Scout can get Headstone. I went looking through just to see if there's something unique here, and no, that's every single one. And this is no meta-defining firearm like Igneous or any of the other really strong weapons right now, so... And to be honest with you, I don't want it to be that good. If we get into a Scout meta, I will be uninstalling the game. I can't stand shit when Scouts are good, man. Fuck that. It's so unbelievably frustrating to fight into. Grab it if you're interested in checking it off the list, but if RNG is fucking you, don't stress yourself out over it too much. You're not missing out on anything crazy. It's fine. It's an acceptable weapon. If you like lightweight scout rifles, this is a decent one. It's got Keep Away in a good spot. Other than that, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I personally would rather be using my Adept Prophet because I like the way that the lever action scouts feel, but that does a completely different job. So, in any event, that's going to do it for me today. What do you guys think about this weapon? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it one of your... Why do I keep doing the fucking Anthony Fantano ending? Like, I don't have... In the script, it just says end the video. I don't have this listed. I keep going back to it. Anyway, how do you feel about this? Is there a combination of perks that I'm sleeping on that I didn't mention? I would love to hear anything that y'all are thinking about in those comments down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.
The fortress's defenses are broken. Now, leave it. Your enemies stand between you and victory. Take the fortress. The fortress is yours. Now, defend it.